there's so much of a panic about the like cult of the new in video games, where it's like everybody has to be on the hottest, newest thing that's like this week's topic. We got Stellar Blade finally coming out. We got Expedition 33. We got Elder Scrolls, the Oblivion. This is a shock. We got to play this now. And with so many AAA games coming out that are $80, $70, $100, it goes to show that like none of this really is that important in video gaming, and none of it really matters. It's really entertaining, because if you're not on the forefront of YouTube saying the thing that everybody kind of wants to hear regurgitated, like on certain games like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where we actually broke the stories about how woke that game was, people get really, really agitated about it as if it's like the most important thing out there. And this is just a friendly reminder that like these new games, they don't last. They don't do anything. There's no lasting playability right here. I'm going to show you what's happening with Elder Scrolls, with Doom the Dark Age. Literally nobody's playing them. It really doesn't matter. And this is why I'm just like advocating at this point. All of these companies hate you. These giant AAA companies all are just anti-you. They're full in on the agenda. There are a bunch of liberals out there, and there's just no reason to support them by just like going in on their full price games right away and just like playing their slop that they're changing for you. Elder Scrolls 4 gave you the benefit of having a body type 1, body type 2. If you don't remember, they're changing it to try to remove male and female. It's just not something that's worth, upgrading your old Elder Scrolls game from. And of course the new one, when they come out with a new Elder Scrolls game, is going to be probably even worse, because we know exactly what company this is. So why follow it? And that's kind of what we're talking about today. So please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us, guys, as we talk about all things in the culture, especially when it comes to gaming. And look at this. Like Elder Scrolls now, its remastered player count is down 82% less than a month after release. It's even worse when it comes to Doom the Dark Ages, the two games that people have been talking about heavily the last couple of weeks. And like I said, you just don't need to go in on this stuff. It really isn't important to keep up with the Joneses of what games are happening right now to be, a happy gamer. And that's what we're trying to change the culture with here. So, guys, I am a science fiction writer. If you like science fiction and fantasy, I would love for you to sign up for my newsletter. It's in the description below. You get 3 free books for doing so. You get a sci-fi book, a fantasy book, and a superhero graphic novel. That's a comic book. I write in all 3 genres. I'm a lot of fun. I'm very prolific. And, I want to get some people reading, because I think reading is very important. It's something that a lot of people are not doing these days. A lot of the influencers that I've seen in the space really can't even process things, because they're kind of semi-illiterate. It's really crazy. I had one that I gave a nice reading list of books to fight the culture war to, and I got blocked in response to sending a reading list. That's very scary for the culture, and to change culture, we need to know, like be readers. We need to be active in that. It's important stuff. So let's get back to the Elder Scrolls right now. Thank you guys for being here. Bethesda's Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered has seen its peak player counts dip over 82% less than a month after the game dropped. After releasing in April 22nd, it hit its peak player count of 216,000 players. Oh, wow, that was huge. Everybody went all in on this. This was a big, of course, profitable situation from them. And when this got recently, the 24-hour peak player count has declined to 38,945. That's an 82% decline in less than a month. That's pretty huge. It just shows that, people checked out the new graphics. They went in on it, and they're like, okay, I'm done with this. I've already done this before. I've played this game already. For comparison, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which released in 2016, had a 24-hour peak of 36. That's just 77.5% below the 24-hour peak for Oblivion Remastered. So more people are playing Skyrim, or at least close to it, than they are playing the Oblivion Remastered at this point. If you had the 24-hour peak of the version released back in 2011, this is the old version, it comes to 38,000. The difference between the two is almost nil. What might be more concerning is that the original Skyrim released in 2011 did not dip below 40,000 until March 2012, when it had a 24-hour peak of 38,000 at that point. It took 4 months for the peak player count to dip to the same levels. It took Oblivion less than a month to do so. Even more concerning is that the Steam player base has significantly grown since 2011. Now everybody's on Steam, when that was kind of new back then. So that's pretty wild. So yeah, there's not much going over here. Over 4 million players, they say, they posted back then. But it does look like there's a situation where people just tuned in. They looked at the new graphics, said, okay, I remember this game, and then they tuned right back out again. And like I said, it goes to show just how unimportant a lot of this stuff is, how these games that we're seeing right now that are just dropping over and over are not standing the test of time. I mean, let's take a look at Doom: The Dark Ages, which literally released this week. I mean, this is the wrong Doom. Okay, Doom: The Dark Ages Steam chart. Sorry about that. That was regular Doom right there. Doom: The Dark Ages now had its all-time peak at 30,000, and it's down to a 24-hour peak. It's already dropped by about 33%. I mean, literally almost nobody's playing this at this point. Absolutely crazy. And so this was the big hot thing. This is the thing everybody's talking about. Everybody was rubbernecking about this game, and nobody ended up playing it. Let's put Expedition 33 Steam chart. Let's look up this one as well. You can see that this one, again, is now at a half of what it was, and it just came out. The max is it's been just a couple of weeks here as well, and so it's already down to half. And by the end of the month, this is a kind of longer RPG, so more people are kind of maintaining and playing it for a bit. But it's going to drop very, very similarly. You're going to see this drop down below 50K very, very shortly here as this comes out, and you're going to see that, like, again, this is just a game that, in a year from now, is anybody really going to be talking about Expedition 33? So while everybody gets so crazy hyped, where's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? This is the woke game. Deliverance. I had to get canceled over this game. It was so important, right? Look at this. Only 20,000 people are playing this at this point. 3 months down the line, it's something that's just completely just gone, and nobody's even going to remember by the end of the year as well. So yeah, the cult of the new is a thing, and that is a situation within gaming where it's like whatever's being hyped by the corporation at the moment, whatever PC Gamer and IGN's talking about and all the influencers are talking about is the most important thing. It's the biggest game ever. It's all that matters. If you don't play it, you're not a real gamer. That kind of pressure is literally just put on by the industry to try to get you to buy these $80 games. And that's all it's about. There's no other reason behind it. It doesn't mean that there's something that's so good that is standing the test of time or anything like that. Even the games that win the Game of the Year awards and all that, how many people are even talking about them a year later at this point? Not very many. There's not much that actually stands up that is up to that quality to where it's going to be something that matters a year or two down the line. And you can honestly just wait. And because what's going to happen is all of these games eventually are going to go on Steam sale. They were $80. You're going to be able to get them for $15, $20 when they're on Steam sale, no problem. And you'll be able to play it and enjoy the ones that are good that, a lot of people have not gone all the way through these games at this point. So you can know by that point and have an informed consumer decision as to whether you want to spend your time on this stuff or not, and whether it's something that's good and useful for your time, or whether it's something that is just, it's the hot new thing that you just got to check out because everybody else is checking it out. So yeah, resist. That's what I say at this point, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to change the culture here by, of course, just sinking these companies. I mean, I really believe that evil corporations that are dominating these IPs and things like that are a massive problem for all of us. It goes through television, it goes through movies, it goes through games, and, it goes through comic books. And without them, we'll have creativity again. Play indie games, play old games, do something else, wait and see, and avoid the cult of the new situation, my friends. That's my message for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Join us here. I know we run a little different here than a lot of the other channels, and I appreciate you guys for understanding that. I am an author by trade, and I would love for you to check out my books. They're free, and they're in the description below. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. We'll be back soon.